This video is going to show you a great way to record drums using only 3 microphones, and they all happen to be SM57s. So if you don't have a huge mic locker or a huge channel count but want to get a good drum sound, then this video is going to be great for you. Hey everyone, I'm Wilson Woodyard, a music composer and mixing engineer, and today is part 6, I think, of my drum recording series where I show you how to record drums with low channel counts or limited microphones, and so that's all I have to say about it. I know you're not here to listen to me talk, so let's just get to the drums. Here's how I'd mic up a drum kit if I only had 3 SM57 microphones. So if you've been following along on this series so far, you'll notice that we've finally changed from the over-the-shoulder technique. So I'm using my first 2 57s in what's called Glyn Johns technique, and this is basically where you have 2 overhead microphones. Your left mic is directly above the snare pointed down. So I'll try to get a shot of it here. Basically, your mic is directly above the snare drum, pointed straight down at the snare. So I've got that there. The other overhead is essentially right over the floor tom, also pointed across at the snare. So the idea here is you have 2 mics that are equidistant from the snare, and the positioning on this floor tom mic is basically, about a palm or 4 fingers up, and just right a couple inches behind the edge of the floor tom. So this gives you a good picture of the snare as well as a little bit of reinforcement on the low end of this tom. And then again down here on the kick, I have the 57 just on the head of the drum, not in the port. So this gives it a little bit of low end bump instead of the more batter sounding of the port. The important thing when you're setting this up is to measure the distance between the 2 overhead mics. So if you look here, we're just using drumsticks as a reference. So we've got 2 drumsticks to the edge of that one. And then if you go to the other overhead mic, it will also be 2 drumsticks to the edge there. This is just going to help keep the snare in phase and kind of in the center image. It's not exact. You don't need to get out a measuring tape, but either use a cable or a couple of drumsticks to make sure that this is the same. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that video was helpful and informative to you. If you enjoyed this or have any more questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments. I love interacting with people down there. If you'd like to support me and this channel, you can book a one-on-one coaching call with me and ask me any questions you'd like from Logic Pro, music production, mixing, composing, you name it, I can help you with it. I've got a link down in the description if you're interested in that. Otherwise, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.